The last voicemail from my mother. The last time I heard my mother's voice was 2 days before she died. And that voice is still saved on my phone. My mom lived alone. She had a small house in a quiet suburb in Oregon. After my dad passed away, she refused to leave that place. She used to say, "This house still feels like your father is here." I asked her so many times to move in with me. Every single time, she just smiled and said no. Then one night, everything changed. A call. It was around 11 p.m. I had just finished work and was about to go to bed when my phone rang. I looked at the screen. "Mom," I answered immediately. "Hey, Mom." But there was no response. Just soft breathing. "Mom, are you okay?" A few seconds passed. Silence. Then, in a shaky, almost broken voice, she whispered, "Don't come here." I froze. What? And then the call ended. Something felt wrong. I called her back instantly. Her phone was off. A strange feeling started building in my chest. My mom had never sounded like that before. Not scared. Not like that. I tried to convince myself it was nothing. Maybe it was an accidental call. Maybe she was fine. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. The next morning, I booked the earliest flight I could, straight to Oregon. The entire trip, those 3 words kept repeating in my head. Don't come here. If she was in danger, why would she tell me not to come? The house. When I got there, everything looked normal. Front door closed. Lights off. No movement. But as I stepped closer, I noticed something. From inside the house, there was a faint sound, like someone whispering. Inside, I knocked. "Mom?" No answer. I tried the handle. The door opened. The house was completely dark. I stepped inside, and the moment I did, the whispering stopped. Too quiet. I turned on the lights. Everything looked normal. The couch, the table, my dad's photo still hanging on the wall, but something was missing. My mom? "Mom?" I called out louder this time. Nothing. The voicemail. I pulled out my phone and played the voicemail she left. At first, just breathing. Then her voice. "Don't come here." But this time, I noticed something I hadn't before. There was another sound in the background. Very faint, very quiet, like someone standing close to her. And then I heard it. A second voice. A whisper. "He's already inside." Realization. My blood ran cold. Already inside? That meant when she called me, someone was in the house with her. And maybe still was. The sound upstairs. Then I heard it. Creak. A floorboard. From upstairs, like someone slowly moving. I froze. Couldn't breathe. I wasn't alone. The shadow, the lights flickered. And then, at the end of the upstairs hallway, I saw something. A shadow, moving, slowly toward the stairs, toward me. And right at that moment, my phone rang. I looked down. "Mom?" But my mom wasn't there. Or maybe She was. My phone was still ringing. Mom, I just stood there, staring at it. My hands wouldn't move. My brain was screaming at me not to answer, but I did. Hello? At first, nothing. Just that same soft breathing. But this time, it was louder, closer, like whoever was on the other end was holding the phone right up to their mouth. Mom, I whispered, and then I heard her voice again. But something was wrong. Why did you come? My chest tightened. That wasn't relief. That wasn't happiness. That was fear. Mom, where are you? I'm in the house. Before I could finish, another voice cut in. Not through the phone, behind me. You shouldn't be here. Not alone. I spun around. The living room was empty, but I knew I heard it. Clear, close, right behind me. My heart was pounding so hard it hurt. I grabbed the nearest thing I could find, a heavy lamp from the side table. Who's there? Silence. Then, creak, the stairs, slow footsteps, coming down. The man? I stepped back, one step at a time. My eyes locked on the staircase, and then he appeared, a man, tall, thin, his face partially hidden in shadow, but I could see enough. His eyes, wide, unblinking, and his expression wasn't anger, wasn't rage. It was something worse. Confusion, like he didn't understand why I was there. Where is she? I asked, my voice shaking. He tilted his head slightly, and then he smiled. You're late. The truth starts breaking through. My stomach dropped. Where is my mom? He didn't answer. Instead, he slowly raised his hand and pointed upstairs. Going up, every instinct told me to run, to get out, to leave and never look back. But I couldn't. If she was still alive, I had to find her. I kept my eyes on him as I moved toward the stairs. He didn't stop me, didn't move, just watched, smiling. I climbed the steps, each one louder than the last. Halfway up, I realized something. The air felt wrong, heavy, cold, like the house itself was holding its breath. The bedroom. At the end of the hallway, her bedroom door was slightly open. A dim light flickered inside. I pushed it open, and everything inside me broke. The room was a mess. Furniture knocked over, drawers pulled out, and on the floor, her phone, still recording. The recording. With shaking hands, I picked it up. The screen showed a recording from 2 nights ago. I pressed play. At first, just normal sounds, movement, footsteps. Then, my mom's voice. Hello, who's there? A loud crash. She screamed. I couldn't breathe. Then, a man's voice. The same one. It's okay. I've been here before. The truth. My vision blurred. He had been here before. This wasn't random. He knew the house. He knew her. Maybe he had been watching her for days, weeks, or worse. The final moment. In the recording, I heard her struggling, crying, begging. Then those same words. Don't come here. And right after that, he's already inside, The recording ended. The realization, I slowly looked up. The room felt empty. Too empty. No body. No sign of her. Just absence. And then a whisper right next to my ear. "You took too long." Face to face. I turned. He was standing in the doorway. Closer this time. Much closer. And now I could see his face clearly. Pale. Almost lifeless. And his eyes, they weren't just wide. They were desperate. "She waited for you," he said softly. My legs felt weak. "What did you do to her?" He stepped forward. "The same thing I'm going to do to you." He stepped closer. Slow, calm, like he wasn't in a rush at all. "She waited for you." My legs felt like they were going to give out. "What did you do to her?" For a moment, he didn't answer. Then he tilted his head slightly and said something that didn't make sense. "I didn't take her. I froze." "What?" He took another step. Closer now. Too close. "She let me in." Something breaks. My mind tried to process it, but it didn't fit. "No, that's not possible. My mom would never." She thought I was you. Everything went silent. The world around me just stopped. "What did you say?" He smiled, but there was no joy in it. "She heard me outside, calling her name." My chest tightened. "I used your voice, the truth." My hands started shaking. No, that's not." She opened the door. I couldn't breathe. She smiled when she saw me. Tears started forming in my eyes. And then she realized. He leaned in slightly. "I wasn't you. The real horror." I stumbled back, my heart racing out of control. "You're lying. You're lying." But deep down, I knew he wasn't, because suddenly that voicemail made sense. "Don't. Come here." She wasn't warning me. She was warning herself. The final call. My phone buzzed again. "Mom?" I stared at it, tears streaming down my face. "She's still calling you," he whispered. "No," I shook my head. "Go on, answer it." My hands trembled as I picked up the phone. I pressed accept. "Mom?" For a second, nothing. Then, her voice, clear, soft. "Why didn't you come sooner?" I broke. "I'm here, Mom. I'm here." But then, her tone changed. It dropped, slowed, twisted. "He said you would come." My stomach turned. "He said you always come back." The loop. I looked up slowly. The man was gone. The doorway, empty, like he had never been there. "Hello?" Silence. Then the phone. "He's behind you." The ending. I didn't turn around. I couldn't, because deep down, I already knew. The breathing I heard on the phone was no longer coming from it. It was right behind me. Final line. I never saw my mother again, but every night at 11 p.m., my phone still rings, and no matter how many times I block the number, Mom always calls back.